And our crew will have a common ball fly with us in the International, flight number 15996 from Cebu to
Tourism has become one of the world's biggest industries, and it plays a particularly important role in developing countries, providing much needed income and infrastructure. But there's also the potential for a negative impact. The environment is one obvious cause for concern, and tourism can have other adverse effects on local people, changing their communities and social relationships.
It's easy to see why tourism is such an attractive industry. Top of the list is the money it brings in from outside. Local people are among the first to benefit, thanks to the creation of jobs in tourism-related businesses. This money then gets spread around the local economy, and in the best-case scenario, creates a cycle of growth. There's great potential for improved infrastructure and quality of life for the whole community through increased services such as water and electricity. But there's a corresponding downside as well. It's all too easy for a place of beauty to be swamped by a tide of visitors. There's also the potential for negative social impacts. Bars where the workers are for sale alongside the drinks, growing numbers of street kids and beggars, and businesses that contribute little to the local community. Left unchecked, these problems can damage or even destroy what made the destination special. The first of Cambodia's Angkor temples were built in the 9th century, but it's only in the past decade that they've become an international tourist attraction, and the nearby town of Siem Reap has gone from being a quiet place in the provinces to the epicenter of an explosion of tourism-related businesses. But an increasing number of hotels, restaurants and other enterprises are starting to adopt sustainable tourism principles. They've seen an opportunity to build their businesses while at the same time taking action to preserve and improve the areas in which they're operating. At first glance, this might look like any other tourism business, pampering its clients and concentrating on the bottom line. But what's happening at Chintamani is a prime example of what sustainable tourism is all about.
Can you tell us first of all, what does sustainable tourism mean to you and the Chintamani group?
We have to be responsible in what we do. For us it is not only make money, but also use that money, a part of it, to help the community. So as and when we grow, we also try to help other people to grow along with us.
I like my job so much. I hope to be a good chef in the future. And all of them sing like me also.
What about the training that you do for people here? Can you tell me how that started and what it's all about?
We thought, okay, we will set up a hotel and an institute of hospitality. Take the young kids like orphans, kids off the street, from the garbage dump, from very, very poor families, and then give them free training. Then we find employment for them. That way we take the kids off the street, and also the families start getting in. Because we have so much of demand in tourism sector, we always had no problems in finding employment for our graduates.
Chintamani calls itself an Institute of Hospitality. It takes young people, mainly from disadvantaged backgrounds, and trains them in hospitality, catering and spa therapy. And that means there'll be more members of the local community equipped to benefit from the tourism boom.
Businesses can start with very simple steps to adopt sustainable tourism principles. The efficient use of energy is one example of how businesses can benefit while helping to preserve precious resources.
A small hotel like this can improve its profit margins by adopting an environmentally friendly approach. Energy-saving light bulbs, water-saving devices and solar panels can all help to reduce running costs. While the Dam Nak Chan Hotel is one of the establishments that have benefited from some training in environmentally friendly approaches. Madam Khan, you run this hotel. How do the environmentally friendly approaches help you?
This helped me by reduce the price of the electricity. It was very hard to do it, but after I tried and I learned from the MPDF, has the training for my staff, and I think that it is very good to have the electricity saving.
There are many different forms of sustainable tourism. Businesses and non-governmental organisations are constantly finding new ways of making partnerships that benefit local communities.
Is there a special bird for this time of the year I should look out for?
Yeah, we have a bird called brown fry. Let me show you in the book. This one.
Okay.
This bird, it starts to come in September from the winter visitor, and they make a sound a lot and make our people think that this is the ancestor bird.
Nice. So we have a look if we can find them. Eh?
Yeah, okay, let's try.
Tourism can actually have a positive effect on the environment. Visiting the countryside provides an incentive to preserve natural beauty. And in this case, the Sam Vishnu project puts the profits from its birdwatching tours back into wildlife conservation.
This project has already gained recognition around the world, and people come from all corners of the globe for a chance to see rare birds in their natural habitat. It should help to safeguard their environment.
First of all, I just would like to show the tourists that here in Siem Reap we are not just have only temple, we have such a beautiful places to enjoy the countryside, either the bird. It's another new way of tourism, we call it eco-tour. Yeah, it's been so fun to do something different.
So what do you think of this as a tourist experience?
Wow, it's beautiful. Very nice birds, and you can see a lot of countryside. I like this kind of project because the money is going to the village, and yes, it's good for the people here in Cambodia.
It's not only wildlife that can benefit from a sustainable approach. Projects that help the community and disadvantaged people can have just as great an impact.
Sustainable tourism can mean looking beyond the famous sites and upmarket accommodation and putting something back into the community. A visit to the Handicap International Centre here in Siem Reap can actually help landmine survivors with their rehabilitation. Heng Salat, you're the manager of the Information Centre here at Handicap International. How does having tourist visitors to your centre help you?
Well, we from the sustainable tourism, the number of visitors also always increase. Last year since we started around 20 to 30%, but moving to 2007, the number of visitors always increased more and more. The private visitors who came to visit us and donate us, and then we receive a lot of amount from them. So it really encouraged us to continue our project here in Siem Reap.
And what about the visitors that you get here? What do you think they get from coming to Handicap International and looking at the work you do?
Well, generally, the tourists, they not just only want to see the simple, of course, that they want to see what is the reality happen in Cambodia as well.